right, Dodger Nation, let's talk about that rough game 1. The Toronto Blue Jays came out swinging and took the opener 11-4. Yeah, you heard that right. Behind a thunderstorm of bats in the 6th inning. The Dodgers jumped out early with RBIs from Kiké Hernández and Will Smith, but the Blue Jays flipped the switch fast. Daulton Varsho tied it up with a 2-run blast, and then chaos hit. Addison Barger steps in cold off the bench and delivers a pinch hit grand slam, the first one in World Series history, capping a 9-run inning that chased Blake Snell and shook the whole series vibe. Alejandro Kirk added another 2-run shot just for good measure. Shohei Ohtani tried to keep us breathing with a 2-run homer in the 7th, but the Jays bullpen slammed the door. Rookie Trey Yesavage looked fearless, striking out 5 in 4 innings before handing it to a lockdown crew that never blinked. Toronto made history and grabbed early momentum, but the Dodgers? We've been here before. Game 2 is Saturday night, and this team knows how to punch back. Remember, and we don't rebuild, we reload. Bleed blue, baby.
Under the lights at Rogers Center, with October air humming and the weight of the decades and expectation hanging in the stands, the Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers faced off in Game 1 of a fall classic. Toronto, it was their first World Series appearance since 1993, a dream long deferred yet deeply alive. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, they came as defending champions, a storied franchise used to October nights and the final round pressure. The opening innings bore all attention in the heavyweight fight, small shifts, early advantage. The question of who would strike first, and to strike first, the Dodgers did. As early RBIs by Hernández and Will Smith put LA up 2-0, tapping into the kind of lead you dream of when you're the favorite, when the stage is supposed to be yours, but momentum is never owned in October. It's seized. The Blue Jays responded in the 4th inning with Daulton Varsho smashed a 2-run homer to tie the game 2-2, igniting the Toronto dugout and sending a wave of belief through the home crowd. What had been Dodgers' moment became the turning point. From there, the script flipped. Though the Dodgers starter Blake Snell had shown moments of control, it was in the 6th inning that the Blue Jays narrative faltered into history. The bases loaded, none out, and the kind of scenario that crushes the will of some teams and electrifies others. Enter Addison Barger as a pitch hitter, no less, and with one swing launched his first ever pitch hit grand slam in the World Series history, opening the floodgates. That blast alone shook the stadium, but Toronto wasn't done. Moments later, Alejandro Kirk followed with a 2-run homer, finishing the 9-run inning that turned the game from competitive to commanding. In the 6th, the Dodgers bullpen screen choices changes confusion, and the Blue Jays pounced like a pack of smelling blood. The lead ballooned. The crowd rose. The stage tilted, towards the home team. The 11-4 final wasn't just a win, it was a statement, and yet the Dodgers weren't entirely silent. In the 7th, Shohei Ohtani launched a 2-run shot, trying to stem the tide, reminding everyone of his presence, his power presence. But the tide had already been turned. Toronto's rookie starter, Trey Yesavage, had held firm early. The bullpen locked it down, and the hitters unleashed when the moment demanded. The bats smashed, the defense held, and the narrative, long and awaiting, came alive in spectacular fashion. Every member of the Blue Jays roster felt the arc of history. Vargas' grand slam will live in the textbooks. Varsho's homer unlocked belief. Kirk's blast punctuated the surge. The Dodgers, masters of October, found themselves vulnerable, exposed, surprised by the sudden shift. Toronto's bullpen, tight-knit and unflinching, closed the door through the late innings, giving their crowd every reason to stand, cheer, and dream. Rogers Center became more than a stadium that night. It became portal possibility to redemption to long-awaited return of baseball's grandest stage. As the final out fell, celebration exploded, confetti, chants, embraces. Understanding clear and loud that the Blue Jays had taken a leap. Game 1 doesn't decide a series, but it often announces the tone. The tone here, boldness, unrelenting power. October awakened. The Dodgers will regroup. They always do, and Game 2 looms with all its pressure. For now, Toronto stands in the glow of the opening performance that says, we're here, we're ready, and we're no longer just observers of history. We're writing it. And so the series begins earnest. The Blue Jays claim the first chapter in the Thunder and the purpose. The road ahead is long, but the moment has been seized. In one explosive night, a franchise awakened and the odds shifted. The Dodgers, mighty though they are, now face a challenge they may not have expected. A Toronto team unburdened by past failures, alive in possibility. Thank you guys for... So right there we have it, folks. That's it. That's what we have. I mean, heck of a game. Heck of a game. Oh, man, this was something. So I catch you guys in Game 2. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.